You don't like the things you're good at. At least that's what Tim Ferriss says in his best-selling book, The 4-Hour Workweek. And after over a decade spent honing my craft, winning awards, and selling at gallery shows, I think it's safe to say I'm good at painting. But the full quote is, you don't like the things you're good at. You like the things you're passionate about. The quote suggests that our genuine enthusiasm for something leads to the greatest satisfaction and fulfillment, rather than just being good at it. And after more years of ignored proposals, unachieved dreams, and unsold merchandise, it's getting harder and harder for me to say I'm passionate about art making. Art, at this point, is just associated with failure. The biggest failure being my business. Without the high cost of museums or curators, Uncommon Canvas Co. allows people to connect with unique pieces that have stories and heart behind them. Sales are down, as always, and it's hard to stay motivated. I want to tell stories for my next works for the shop and get some sales. But more importantly than getting sales, I want to see if I can learn to embrace art making again. I mean, if you click this, I'm probably not the only one here who needs to refine their passion. So let me inspire you as I concept the biggest collection of my online business's career so far. And if you wait till the end, you'll learn some tips to concept yours too. Before we get too deep into concepting, I do want to point out that this channel is new and it could use your help. The YouTube algorithm will send my videos to more people if you indicate to it that you enjoyed it. You could do so by leaving a comment and letting me know what kinds of things you want to be excited for again. You could do so by leaving a like or by pressing that subscribe button so that you can be notified next week as we continue to work on this collection. Now that that's out of the way, let's answer a key question. What is a collection title screen? Why did I make this video so much work? All right, let's get into it. An art collection is like a personal story. What is an art collection? An art collection is like a personal story, told through a series of paintings that connect with both me and you guys out there who can see it and relate. Every artwork I create adds to the unique and meaningful narrative. It doesn't literally have to read as a storybook, but there should be an overall theme. I want to have an exploration of color, style, and/or concept so that the overall art piece has a purpose. Building a collection like this could normally take an artist months. It requires a deep understanding of art techniques and a lot of practice. You'd spend hours ideating, sketching, painting, reworking, and refining 3 to 12 different full-sized artwork. The challenge is that all of them need to tell different parts of the story and be cohesive with each other, and yet still stand strong enough on their own to look like their own independent pieces. It's a difficult balance to strike. The first step was just finding an idea, of which I really didn't have one, so I spent over 5 hours doing extensive research and deep thought to try and figure out what story I really needed to tell. Hello YouTube. It's been a while. Well, for you it's been actually 0 seconds, but for me it's been a couple of weeks. I went to Ecuador and tried horseback riding in Baños. Horseback riding has been pretty sweet. My horse does not like to listen, but we'll get there eventually, I guess. I did ziplining in Tena. And I gained a lot of motivation for my business. I planned a lot of the things that I want to do in the coming months, like serious, in-depth plans. And these plans include a Black Friday sale where you guys will be able to get a piece from my collection for free. More details on that in the coming months. So if I'm going to have my collection be a part of my Black Friday sale, then I need to finish the collection before the Black Friday sale. It is currently the end of September and Black Friday is the end of November. So we are on a time crunch here. With this in mind, I jumped to Pinterest. As I talk about Pinterest, you can just show some of the pins that I pulled up. I spent a while pulling up different pins that I like and just saving anything that inspired me. Watercolor paintings, regular paintings, photography, you name it. If I liked it, I saved it. And I noticed there were some common threads amongst all the pieces I was liking this time around. They used bold colors. This often played into bold lighting, specifically very contrasted highlights on the face. A lot of them were portraits of women, which I tend to paint, but with a touch of surrealism baked in there. And finally, Although all of these were very realistically rendered, they still had some graphic qualities to them. So I had some common things that I liked, but none of that is really an idea. So I took to the handy dandy word generator. I really like using that thing for creative projects, and I just started sifting through words. You see, before I went to Ecuador, I actually came up with an idea, and it's something that I want to explore in the future, but the idea is just too complicated for the time crunch that I'm on. I just simply couldn't think of any ideas or compositions that I wanted to put out for it, so I needed something simpler so that I could play more with the style and the way that I was painting, put in some of those elements from Pinterest, and have the actual subject matter and compositions be more straightforward. The words that ended up standing out to me the most when I did my search were addiction, crack, pour, shape, and the one that I ended up going with for this collection, obstructed. With obstructed as my bright idea, I started brain dumping down whatever I could think of to get obstructed into a visual form. Your view could be obstructed either intentionally or unintentionally. It could be obstructed with things that just appear in frame or with things that existed in the same universe as the main character. I didn't have to just paint characters. I could paint objects or concepts, textures. They didn't all have to be people. I dumped and dumped and dumped until I came up with a total of 5 different concepts that I really liked that I thought I could turn into pieces for my collection. Now, normally when planning a collection, it's wise to take your 5 ideas and test them. Do thumbnails of each one, ensure that they work together cohesively, do mini paintings of each one, etc. But as I mentioned before, we are on a time crunch. I can't do all of that. So instead of testing all 5 ideas, I'm going to be doing a paint sample to test out the general color schemes and compositions I'm going for. What I'm going to paint isn't even actually one of the 5 pieces in my collection. It's just whatever I throw down on paper to get this idea down and see how I like it. All right, welcome to a little impromptu painting vlog. The first thing I want to test is color. There is this idea in color theory that if you lay down the complementary color first, in this case green, it will make a more muted version of your colors. That's something I want to experiment with because it's something I might want to try for my painting. So this isn't even me testing the collection yet. I'm just testing, like, do I want to do the complementary color thing or not? So we're just gonna really quickly, really like basically get down a skin. Get down some skin and just see how I like it with and without the green. Okay, as I'm working on this side, I'm noticing the paper is kind of falling apart. Like, it's kind of already overloaded. So if I want to do this method, I'm gonna need to buy a higher quality paper, which is rough because that costs money and I'm gonna be giving these away for free. So it's kind of hard to spend a bunch of money, but I mean, I guess I'll talk business with you guys while we're here. The reason why I'm doing a free giveaway is because my business has just not been successful. I don't even want to say very successful. It hasn't been successful in any capacity. And so I'm hoping that a free giveaway will bring more attention, bring more eyes, have more people think, well, I want some free art. And if they get my art for free and they like it, the idea is that they'll be motivated to get it again and spend their money on it. I'm out of orange. Kind of wanted to put some more, but I'm out and it's all the way over there, so I'm not going to get up. We're just going to move on to red. But yeah, the idea is that if they get it for free, they like it, that they'll maybe buy something for paid. Or they'll keep me in mind next time that they want to get some art, or they, update their room gallery wall, or they, just see something they really like, maybe they'll be willing to pay for it. And if not, then I'm okay with that too, honestly, because a lot of my passion and a lot of why I do this is just because I want to share my art with people. And I would love to profit from sharing my art with people. I would love to have my art help sustain my life, but if not, that's okay, because I'm still sharing my art with those who care about it. Okay, guys, what do you think? I am really feeling the blue. Not the fucking blue, the green. I am really feeling the green, honestly. But the thing is that, it just looks like the skin is green. Over here, it looks like the skin is like an orangey red. Over here, it just looks like it's green. So I like it, but I think I need to keep working on it, keep tweaking it, get better at it to be able to do it effectively. Okay, we have here a very, very, very basic sketch that you guys are not judging me for, obviously. I have to mix my colors in the tubes. I really do need to buy high quality paints. I've wanted to anyway. Just because I sell prints, like the quality of the actual painting doesn't matter that much. But I've just wanted better paints. It's hard to invest in the business when the business doesn't make you any money. This is like getting super candid. I'm saying things that I'm not supposed to, but I want to be real with you guys. I used to take advanced art classes in high school, and my teacher would always tell us when we got to college, our professors were going to be like on us. We would not be able to paint slow. We would have to like do massive pieces. It'd be so much work. Like we wouldn't, whatever. He was trying to like prep us for college. And like, it was annoying at the time. And he always said like, you're going to thank me later. And I was like, honestly, screw you, sir. But here I am later thanking him because I feel like not only can I paint quickly, but I have a good understanding of how long a painting takes me. Like, I feel like each piece from the collection will take me 5 to 10 hours, just based on the size and the level of detail that I'm doing. 5 to 10 hours seems like plenty. So doing 5 pieces, 25 to 50 hours, somewhere in the next month, like it's doable. I do have a full-time job and I do freelance on the side. So it's not the most doable thing that's ever happened to me, but it can be done. And so that's helping me feel a lot more confident about this ridiculous endeavor. And then I want to kind of play with mediums for this collection. So although I typically just stick to watercolor, like I have a lot of history in a ton of different media. So, okay. Pencil is not working. Please hold. Yeah, as I was saying, I have history in different media from my mostly high school art courses. Again, I had to do just about everything. So I've done pencil, I've done graphite, pencil and graphite, the same thing. I've done graphite, I've done colored pencil, oil pastel, charcoal, I've done it all. So this is my preview of what the collection might look like. I need to work on the colors. I need to work on the different styles of like, you know, certain versions being unfilled, not versions, areas being unfilled. I want to really push the obstructions. See, you get it? I want to really push them and have them look wild and crazy. So I need to work on the style for that. The skin, I do enjoy the muted skin tone with the base. Yeah, she needs work. And with that, I am ready technically to start painting all 5 of the pieces for my collection. I don't know how I feel about just rushing into this. I mean, it is really risky because I haven't planned out each piece. I don't know that they're gonna look cohesive together. I don't even know that they're gonna look good on their own. I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and hoping this collection works itself out. I'm a capable artist. I know how to make things work, but I haven't painted a collection in a really long time, and I'm kind of nervous about it because I did actually try to paint a collection before. I filmed it and everything, and the first 2 pieces absolutely did not look cohesive. I didn't like them, and I scrapped the whole thing. So just jumping into this project with no planning could lead to me having, honestly, a lot of issues. But as we discussed, I am on a deadline. I have just 42 days to complete an entire 5 artwork collection. That's not very long. So since I really don't have any more time to delay, let's get started. And you can also subscribe to find out how you can get one of the pieces from my collection for free. Free 99, no paying shipping, no none of that, free. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe and I will see you guys next time. Okay, I feel like I'm lying to myself, honestly. I know I just said it needs work, but it's good, but I feel like I lied to you. I feel like it's not good. I feel like it needs a lot of work. I feel like I'm gonna have to go into the first piece of the collection just winging it.